So thank you all for jumping on our May new coach Kickstart call. Let me know if my internet gets wonky as usual. Should be okay. So I want to so again, every new coach call I do is a little bit different. I think it's all the same, but I just like to share it in a different way because it keeps it fun for me to show you guys different things. And you'll hear so many things so many times as a coach, it seems so repetitive and you hear the same stuff because this business is so simple. And it finally sometimes just light bulbs will just go and you'll be like, okay, that's really easy, or it's put in a different way. So it makes it easier to understand how to go about this. So basically this business is it's so simple. It's not a matter, I read something today where someone said, it's not a matter of motivation. It's a matter of consistency. So because we're not always going to be motivated to work out. We're not always going to be motivated to do dishes or laundry or whatever, but we're never motivated to do those things, right? But it's consistency that keeps us, we know we have to keep up with housework or keep up with our workouts, because if we don't, consistency over time, we know what that leads to, right? It leads to all your laundry caught up, or pounds lost, or toning, or whatever your goals are. So you have to think about creating a routine and how you're going to do this and how you're going to fit this into your day, because we're all busy. We all have a million things going on. That's probably one of the biggest objections that you'll get as a coach when you're asking people to join you and asking people if they want to do a workout program, is that they can't fit another thing on their plate. They're so busy, they're this, they're that. And it's all a matter of what do you want to do with your day? How do you want to set it up? For me, I want to wake up early and I want to get my workout knocked out, because it always changes the pace of my day and it makes me feel more motivated. And then I just start to tackle things bit by bit, right? And when I was working my business and also working full time, I fit it into Power Pockets. So we'll talk a little bit about that. But basically to dive into this business, I want you guys to think about just the excitement that you have for the things that you can do and the things that you're capable of. And right where you are right now, there's somebody right where you are who wants to start, who wants to make a change, who needs extra income, who wants to be a part of a community that builds women up, that helps them succeed. They need motivation, or they just need that boost, for them to know okay, someone else can relate to where I am. Someone else understands that I've had trouble and I've been stuck and I've been in a rut and all of those things. So think about how it was maybe before you joined the business, and all of the things that maybe held you back in whatever way, not just about your workouts, but what's held you back in your everyday life. We get in our own head, right? We beat ourselves up because we failed before, or whatever the case is. So think about that, because those are the people that you can help, the people that you're reaching out to. And this is sometimes it gets frustrating, because coaches will get frustrated because they reach out to people and they invite them, right, to do a program. And I always tell coaches, and you'll get used to this and we'll talk a little bit more about this, but it's never pushy, in my opinion, to reach out to somebody, asking them, inviting them to do what you're doing, because you don't know what their answer is going to be. Because people, I've thought it a million times, people that I think won't join me because of X, Y, and Z, because whatever I'm telling myself why they won't join me, they end up joining me because it's the right time. Or maybe it wasn't the right time the first time I messaged them, but then it becomes the right time. So I want you to think about that, because people, for me, I'm in the mindset, and you guys too, we're in the mindset of we want to better our life, right? We want to make a change. We want to be consistent, and we're not perfect, and we're not going to be. And that's not what this business is. This isn't we have to eat all the right things. I remember when I signed up as a coach, I felt and I'm just sharing this, and I don't know if this is how you guys feel, but for example, the people that I work with, okay, I signed up as a coach, and they kind of gave me some grief about, because I was working out, because I was trying to eat healthy, because I was bringing my lunch, and I was maybe saying no to going to wherever, out to eat, right? So you get grief from that. Like, because I could bring a Big Mac in and sit down next to somebody and eat it and nobody would say a word. But if I'm going to bring in like my prepped meal because I want to stay on track, right? People kind of look at you a little different because they're like, okay, like, because naturally people are intimidated sometimes by that. And so I had to kind of like get a thick skin and realize that, okay, some of the people that are surrounding me aren't ready for this. So we're ready for it and we're excited for it. And we want to like either build a business or get results or share with others and all of those things. So it makes it hard when you talk to people sometimes and they're not in that mindset because they're not there yet, because you got to give them time, because they just don't know, or they're scared, or they're this or they're that, or there's objections, or they're in their own way basically. So that's why I like, when people get discouraged when they message people and they don't get a positive response, and it's not you messaging people and you doing something wrong. It's not that. And like I said, I never feel bad for inviting somebody to do what I'm doing, because I'm not adding them to a group without telling them. I'm not sending them a Shakeology link and saying, hey, look at Shakeology, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not just blasting them with my product. I'm literally inviting them, and we have free options. So it's not like I'm, being super pushy. Because I always say this, but like, we have a gift in our hands that we're holding in our hands that we can help other people, because again, people don't have the tools to succeed. A lot of people go to the gym and they think they have the tools to succeed if they would just utilize it, which they do. If they would utilize their gym membership, they would have the tools to succeed, maybe. But if you're like me, when I went to the gym, I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. Like, I would go do this machine and go do that machine and, okay, now I've been here for 40 minutes. That must be good enough. And then I would leave, and I wasn't consistent in all of those things. And so this gives people all of the tools to succeed for a very reasonable amount. So I never feel bad sharing that with people, because I just know that if they will utilize the opportunity that I have, whether it's coaching, whether it's just getting Beachbody on demand, whether it's trying Shakeology, like, I know, like, I 100% stand behind the programs and the products, because I know they're the best out there, because I've done my research, and you can't find a better company that just like spends so much money on research and science. So I share that, and it's a transfer of energy. So I want you guys to think about, like, on a scale from 1 to 10 right now, like, where's your excitement level? And it goes in waves sometimes, right? Like, if I would help a coach get some people involved, right? My excitement level is going to go up. Or if I get somebody to say yes to something, my excitement level is going to go up because I'm excited. And then you go through these periods of your business where you're like, okay, I've done some of the things and I've been doing the things, or I've tried to be consistent and I don't feel like things are moving in the way that they should be. So you've got to still be excited about what you're doing, because at the end of the day, you being committed to you and your goals, 100% committed to you, the best that you can do every single day for yourself, is going to bleed into your business. And that's what's going to help you build this business. So it's literally consistency, excitement, and just timing, like a lot of times with people, and just showing up every single day with or without the feeling like it, right? You got to sometimes show up not based on your feelings. Like, if I work this business full time, and I've been blessed to be able to work this full time because, I'm in my 6th year of coaching. So I worked my tail off to get to where I am, but it's so worth it because I'm home and I'm like, my schedule's flexible, and I've just created an income and like a team and all of the things. So it's so worth every ounce of effort that you put in this, but it's just got to be like, it's got to, and again, your commitment level, like, what's your commitment level? Because if it's closer to 10, because my mindset was always like, you know what, I'm going to do this no matter what, because I believe in it, because I want it, because of the vision that I have. So we talk a lot about visions on our team because it's so important. You've got to have something that drives you every single day. It's like a workout program. What's driving you to show up every day and put in 30 minutes or 20 minutes or 40 or whatever your program you're doing? What's driving you? There's got to be an emotional attachment to something you're doing. So you got to think about that. And I want you to think about what this could look like for you. Lindsay Gray told me you have a 6-figure business in the palm of your hand. What are you going to do with it? And I'm just like, because it's amazing. It's so powerful what you can do. And I just want to share, like, this is like the perfect time to jump in as a new coach. Our team is absolutely on fire more than they've ever been. We are just adding people every single day to our team, to our organization. Not to mention, this is a really obviously tough time for a lot of people, and you would think that our business would maybe have suffered, but it's done the exact opposite. Because people need support and positivity and accountability and just like something good, in the midst of all the chaos. And so it's huge. It's huge, the impact that you can have on people just by showing up and committing to your health and showing people that you can do it and that they can do it, because it shows them that they can do it too, right? So that's like literally kind of how you can get in the mindset of where you want to go with this. And it's going to open up even more, because when I started as a new coach, my goal wasn't to quit my full-time job. That wasn't the goal. Like, I didn't even really think of that. I wanted extra income, and I started to have success simply because I just shared and invited and shared and invited, and probably did some stuff wrong and probably, whatever, but who cares? Because I did what I knew to do. So I would tell you guys the same thing. Coaches are fearful for like, okay, I don't know what someone's going to think, or I'm scared of what they're going to think, or what if I do it wrong, or what if I say something, or blah, blah, blah. Well, the thing of it is like, you just share, like, all I do as a coach to help my coaches and to help new coaches is I share what I know. And I know that I'm not perfect, but I know that I can motivate people, and I know that I can try to help them get out of their own way. And I know that I can show up, and I'm consistent as it pretty much can get, because I've made that commitment. And so I want you guys to just think about that as you dive into your business, where you can go and what you can do and what doors this could open up for you. And we share about this a lot of times, and we talked about this on the Power Hour call earlier that Twyla was on, because Jessica Servi was asking, she's like, okay, I'm trying to think of a coaching post. I want to share about coaching. And I'm sorry. She gone. Dang it. Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me? Okay. So Jessica was like, I'm like, share what you, Jessica wanted to do a coaching post this morning. And I'm like, share how this has helped you break through so many barriers, like so many doubts and your confidence. And like, because this is a growth business. This is all about showing up and kind of like peeling back the layers of you and who you are and how you can show up better. And what do you think that does? Like it transforms you. And then that is who, like, you become the leader that you see, and you become somebody just a little bit different in a really good way, because you got out of your own way and you did some hard stuff that not everybody's willing to do. So just the fact that you're on here, I'm super proud of you guys just for like wanting to do something that not everybody's willing to do. But it's like worth every ounce of effort, like I said. So I want to share the tracker. So here's something, this is what we're going to do tonight. Basically, we're going to break down this tracker, which it's in our team page. If you go to the files section, it's there. And I would suggest that you print it off. However, there is a app that I shared with Twyla, and I think I put it in our team thread or whatever. So if you want to do it virtually, like on an app, you totally can. It's the same thing. I feel like this is handy for me just because it comes with this paper, this like lined paper as a second page so that you could like write down follow-ups, and you could write it says their name, when you contacted them, and then some notes, and then if you followed up with them. So I basically have just been writing down people that have been interested. Okay, so the awesome thing about this tracker is it's not only going to help you with your business, it's going to keep you accountable for your daily stuff. Like, you drink your shake, because literally this is the business. You wake up, you drink the juice, you like dance a little if you want, you do a workout, you drink a shake, you read personal development, and we'll talk about that in a minute, and you share. That's it. That's this business. Like, it's so simple. And again, that's why consistency comes in. So you get to check what you want to, like, you get to check that you worked out, that you drank Shakeology, and then you move into the connect part. Okay. So you're going to connect with people. I'm not going to like dive way into this stuff because this is kind of on a different call. I want to just help you guys. And there's a call Thursday night. I'll share about that in a little bit for all of you guys who are newer coaches. So I want you guys to just kind of like, we're going to think about our routine for the week and how we can start to reach out to people. We're going to think about how we can expand our network. So some of the checklists on here are initiate conversations and add followers. So it's so important that you don't run out of people, because that's people's concern. I'm going to run out of people. No, you won't. This is social media. There's millions of people to connect with. This is network marketing. It's a people business. You are going to talk to people on a daily basis. And sometimes it takes people like, who knows, 10 exposures, maybe 12, maybe 1. Like, everybody's different. You don't know when someone's going to say yes and when the timing's just going to be right for them. So because the longer you're consistent, like, almost the more you're proving to your audience and your Facebook friends that you're like serious about this. And I think that people just now, sometimes in my business, like almost 6 years, are like, okay, she's really, okay, so she is doing something. You know, like, it just takes people, because they don't get it, and that's okay. We can't expect them to get it. Our job is to just continue to show up and reach out and be that person that's like going to show up in their newsfeed sharing something awesome. So you're going to initiate connections and followers. So the idea is that you go on Facebook and you add people every single day. And it seems weird, but we're not going to make it weird. You're just going to add friends on Facebook, maybe 10 a day. If you added 10 friends a day on Facebook, how many of those people are going to accept your friend request? We don't know. Maybe 3, maybe 5. Okay. Maybe 1. I don't know. So, sometimes it's good to add like 20 people, which seems like a lot. It seems like you're being like a stalker, but you're not. It's simply because you're opening up your audience. It's not like you're going to message those people right away. You're not going to attack these people and just like dive in and message them. You're just doing it so that you are opening up your, like, the eyeballs that are going to be watching you. More people to connect with. And it's really fun when you find somebody who's just like you, who is a mom maybe, or they struggle with anxiety, or they need to work out, but they haven't for years, or whatever the case is. And you find this person and they're really similar to you, and they look up to you and they think you're inspiring, and they decide they want to join you. Guess what? You just like created part of your team. You've added fuel to like your fire, because now you get to help them. Now you get to help them succeed, and you're paying it forward with what you like know to do, right? With what you've grown to do as a coach. So whether you're on Instagram or Facebook, I suggest you either, if you're on Instagram, you follow some new people. Okay, you try to initiate some conversations. You're not being weird. You're just like maybe complimenting them. Maybe you're just adding them for now. And what I do a lot of times is I don't do anything with them until they like a post that I've done. And then I invite them. Then I reach out to them at that point. So that's kind of the time that I do it. Because I feel like if you've liked my post or you're watching my stories, then you must like something about me. So, or you wouldn't have liked it, right? Or you wouldn't be watching. So I feel like it's fair game to reach out and just say, hey, thank you so much for liking my post or watching my stories. I just wanted to reach out. And I always say, and sometimes I say, and it's totally fine if you tell me no, LOL, but I didn't know if you'd have any interest in jumping in this brand new May group that we just started, ? Either way, no big deal. Happy Monday, whatever. Super simple. You've given them, like, you're not pushy. You're just dropping by to invite them to see if they'd want more information. Sometimes I say it's a group of moms just trying to stay on track because I'm a mom and my target is moms. So kind of like how we'll dive into conversations later. I don't want to focus on that on this call because it's kind of, that can get kind of lengthy. I want to just stay with the tracker. So branch out and do what you know right now with adding people, okay? And just trust the process and spend maybe 10 minutes a day. This says 20 on the tracker, but I'm just saying, as a new coach, get your feet wet with adding people. It's important because you're just, like I said, expanding. Do a social media post that showcases the benefits of your healthy lifestyle and has a call to action. So I try to post every single morning something. Usually I do my workout, so it's something fitness related typically. But if I decide that I want to do something different, then I might do something different. But you want to kind of just think about where you are right now. Where are you right now? Are you motivated? Are you excited? Are you jumping into something new? Are you like, who are you and what's part of your story, right? And you're going to start to kind of like lay pieces of that story out for people, because they always say facts tell and stories sell. Because again, people want to just know that you're normal, that you might be working out every day, but you still struggle and you still eat pizza and you still, fail, but you're failing forward and you're figuring it out along the way. So, we'll kind of help you with posts as well, but it's really good to just start to dive in and do a post. It's good to do one every day because it's good to show up in people's news feed, and you'll be surprised. People will like your post and they'll comment and they'll congratulate you and they'll support you and they'll be excited and they're happy for you, right? We always think about, well, what if this or what if that, and what if they don't like it? Well, if they don't like it, then they can look at someone else's post. Like, this is your Facebook, and if this is your business, and if this is what you're doing and you're excited about it, then you share that and you don't have to apologize for doing that. And that takes a little time to get to that mindset, because I used to be in the other mindset where I was like, oh, I don't know, like maybe this sounds weird or sounds whatever. So trust me when I say the more you do it, the better you get and the more comfortable you feel and the more confident you get, because you're going to get a positive result. I get people to this day that are like, I watch you and you're so inspiring. Thank you for just being this way or being that way. And I have no idea that they're watching me. I've never connected with them, and I didn't know I was inspiring them. So you will never know the impact you're having on people just by being you and sharing your story, because there's somebody out there who has not the same heart as you, but they have the same things, that they struggle with. And that's just part of being a coach, kind of sharing your journey and being like just vulnerable in that. And that comes with time. So don't get overwhelmed with that. I just want to share with you kind of like why we want to show up on social media and the way Facebook algorithm works. I built the foundation of my business mostly on Facebook. I built a big part of my business on Facebook alone. So the fact that you can do that on Facebook is very true. I like Instagram now. I'm pretty much partial to that as far as connecting with people on there. I tend to work over there more often. I still do posts on Facebook. I just don't work my business as much over there. So it's whatever you're comfortable with, and whatever you're not comfortable with, hopefully you'll get comfortable with in the future, because Instagram used to just like intimidate me, because I didn't really know what I was doing and I felt like it was weird and I wasn't used to it. And now I love it and it's fun and it's challenging sometimes to like find new people. But again, once you show up, you find the people. So then the next one is update your Instagram and Facebook stories throughout the day. And this is huge because this shows, you can take a post and you can share. right? But your stories, and so many people watch stories. They spend so much time watching stories. So it's good to show up in your stories, and it shows your daily life. It shows your personal life. It shows your kids. It shows whatever. It shows, stuff you do at home, like some tips that you have for cleaning or makeup or whatever it is that you share. Plus you're incorporating your workouts with that and the inspiration and coaching and all of those things, because people want to just see what you're doing. They want to see that. And it's okay. And it's good to share that, because you can just kind of share stuff on the fly. Like your shake and stuff, which I try not to share like product all the time, but sometimes I do, and I'm okay with it because it is what it is. I'm not going to hide the fact that this is what I'm using, but I tend to like mostly not use blast the name, because it's salesy and people sometimes are turned away by that. And back to the post really quickly. It's good to use a picture of you. It's good to use not like a stock picture of like a trainer or like a Beachbody weird, like just use a picture of you when you do a post. That's so much, like that's way more personable. Okay. Respond to all new likes and comments or views. And that will come as you post and as you continue to like share on your stories. So, and then the next one is the big one. Okay. You can't build this business if you don't invite to this business. That's where your business is going to grow. I wish that people just jumped out of the woodwork and said, oh my gosh, I want to join you. Yes, you're amazing. I want to join you. Every once in a while, yes, I get that. And that's fun. And it's awesome when people do that. But people, again, they don't know exactly what you're doing. They don't exactly know how this works, even though I think they would, because I share about it so much, but they don't quite get it. So it's up to us. And like I said, they're scared maybe, or they're like, they don't have the confidence to reach out to you, or whatever the case is. So it's our job to reach out to them. That's our job. And invitations are where it's at. So I have down that I invite 15 people a day to my challenge group or to the coaching opportunity. Now, as a new coach, I wouldn't write 15 down. You can. I say go for it. If you're like, yes, I'm going for it. I'm all in. I want to then yes, you're going to build your business faster, and you're going to cover a little bit more ground. You're going to have more people to follow up with. You're going to have more conversations going, because if you think about it, let's say you send 10 invites. And when I say invite, I just mean like, hey, how are you? Like, inviting them to doing what you're doing. Maybe 2 people respond. It's just like a friend request. And it's not anything, like we always say, they ghost you, because you get ghosted. And I get ghosted all the time, and it's fine. And it's okay. I'm just like, okay, well, I'll check in with them another time. Or maybe they're busy when they open the message, so they didn't get back to me. So maybe they're going to respond later. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to try to guess why they didn't respond to me. It's not important. I'm just going to move on, and put my energy into somebody who might be interested, right? So when I started this business, even though I didn't necessarily think or know what I had in my hands, an opportunity I had at my hand, but I did dive in and I did send a lot of invites. And I've always been somebody who's been really sending a lot of invites and been super consistent as much as I could. So you got to kind of think about what it is for you. What's your goal? Like, what is it? Do you just love the community and you want to share as a hobby coach? Or do you really want to treat this like a business and earn $500 a month or $200 a month or whatever it looks like to you, and, dive in? So if that's you and you're like, yeah, I really would like to just start digging in and going for this and create an income and blowing it out of the water or whatever, then I would recommend you need to come up with a consistent number for every single day. So at least 5. 5's a great number because it's consistent. 5 times 7 days a week. If you're doing that 7 days a week, that's 35 invites that you've done that week. Okay. So that's a really good goal to start off with. You can talk to your coach and you guys can decide what is best for you based on your goals, because you kind of want to reverse engineer your goal. So there's that. We can talk more at the end if you guys have questions about that. And then follow up with the people you've invited. That's the next one. So you're just going to literally follow up with people that you've talked to maybe last week or maybe a couple days ago. Maybe they weren't sure and maybe they were going to think about it, or maybe you sent them a Shakeology video to share with them more information and they hadn't gotten back with you, or whatever the case is. So you're going to follow up with them about that. The next thing is contribute to your challenge group. So you want to show up in your challenge group. If you're not showing up in your challenge group, how can you get your customers to show up and your coaches, right? So you've got to show up. You've got to be that person that is kind of willing to do a little bit more effort than you expect your customers and coaches to do. Because people that you get to join you are going to do a fraction of what you do, typically. And so you've got to kind of level up and post and share and kind of just be that person, right? And start leading and showing them what to do. The next one's recognize achievement. So we try to like give people shout outs and stuff just because it's exciting. Like we work hard, and you know, whether it's weight loss or whether it's just sticking with a program or finishing it, or whether it's a rank advancement in your business. We just recognize people because it's fun. Like, have you ever been at a job where you don't get recognized, right? They don't care. Like, they don't care if you're showing up or whatever. It's nice to be like, you know, for someone to feel, to appreciate you. So we do that. That's part of the tracker. Respond to questions from customers and coaches. And then the last one is personal development. So I want to give you guys a few recommendations for personal development. So based on whatever it is, I'm just going to give you a few options that I think are good to get started. Miracle Morning's a really good one. If you're somebody who needs to get up earlier and you say that you're not a morning person, you can be a morning person. And I know it's hard because I still struggle, but it's usually like the first 15 minutes. And then the rest of I'm like, okay, I got this. And it just gives you the biggest boost. So Miracle Morning is great. The Slight Edge is a really good one that people get started with. The Slight Edge. I don't know who that's by. I can't think of it. I can't think of who that's by. The Compound Effect is a really good one to get started with. And that's more of like a network marketing book that's going to help you with success. So a lot of books are focused on your success. Network marketing is huge right now. It's how people make millions of dollars through network marketing. And so there's a ton of books about it. So sometimes you need a book that's business focused. And sometimes you just need a book that's going to help you get out of your own way. That's going to help you to see your greatness, that you can do hard things, that you're awesome, and it's inside there. It just needs to be pulled out, right? And so there's books for that. I'm reading a book right now called Super Attractor. I like it. I'm just kind of getting into it. So I could go on and on. If you need a book, if you need a special recommendation, tell me. But there's so many. I mean, there's just personal development books galore, but find one, pick one, and read it. Whether it's a page or two a day, just read it until something sticks out in your mind and gives you kind of that boost that you need, that you kind of just need to like get out of your own way or push through excuses or whatever it is that's kind of maybe holding you back. And maybe you're not held back. Maybe you're doing awesome and you just need that, you know, inspiration for the day. Because you honestly can't like outwork a poor mindset. So that's why personal development is huge. If you'd rather do podcasts instead of reading a book, then that's perfect too. There's so many of those. I can give you recommendations on those if that's something you guys want, but always kind of just feeding your mind with good stuff. So a couple more things. Also at the very top of your tracker, you'll see something that says National Wake Up. Well, it says NWC, which stands for National Wake Up Call, and then the team call. So National Wake Up Calls are every single Monday morning. And I think they're is it 10 or 11? It's Eastern because they're in California. So I think it's 11-hour time. I might be wrong about that. But the reason I say I don't know is because I usually don't listen to it live. I listen to it after the fact. But it's amazing because there's coaches who are like helping you to succeed. There's top coaches, there's coaches who are successful. I always tell new coaches, never feel like this business isn't for you, because it is. It's for anybody. It's not, a certain size or fit or whatever. It's literally for anyone. And there's so many tools to help you succeed with wherever your goal is with this and whatever you want out of this and all of those things. So the National Wake Up Call is really good. There's also a group called Beachbody Champions on Facebook. If you're not in that, you should be. You need to be. I need to add you because it's amazing. There's so many live videos in there that help you. They talk about challenge groups. They talk about how to, bring on coaches, how to develop leaders, how to, whatever the case is. There's so much training. And the other thing is, two more things really quickly, and then I'll stop talking. So the next thing is Success Club. So I try not to talk a lot about this because if you're consistent and you're doing the things, you're going to hit Success Club, most likely. Success Club is recognition every month for getting people involved. If you sell a challenge pack, you get 2 points for each challenge pack you sell, whether that's a coach sign up or a customer sign up. Your goal is to hit Success Club, and that needs to be 5 points, which you never really get you sometimes get a point, but most of the time you're going to get 2 points. So just kind of disregard. It used to be a thing where they would give you 1 point for certain things. So you're pretty much either going to hit like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 or and above. You can go up to whatever you want. So if you hit Success Club 5 and above, you get customer leads from the company. These are people that they just add to your library. And I kind of explained this in the group. So I know you guys kind of got some of that the other day, but they basically give you people, they help you build your business just for getting people involved. And then you earn commission off of that. So it's amazing. And basically it's just a way of saying like, you're moving your business forward, you're earning an income, you're bringing people on, etc. So strive. I've always strived to get 5 people a month. It's just been my goal from the get-go. I've done that every month except twice. So it's very doable. It's a matter of just, again, setting time aside to work your business, to really treat it like a business, and to like know your potential and what you can do. So if you have questions about Success Club, we can talk about that. The next thing is, and this will help you on the call on Thursday night. So there's a call on Thursday night, and it's a glow up. We call it glow up, but it's basically a rank up call, because if you're sitting at coach rank, you want to move to Emerald. Emerald is your first rank advancement. That's signing 2 coaches up. And I want to tell you, it's very, very simple. It's not complicated to find 2 people who are just like you, who either want an income, want to earn a little bit of extra money, want to be healthy, want all the things, accountability and positivity. So don't underestimate, you should really try to get there as fast as you can, because you start to earn what's called a team cycle bonus. And that is how you start to build your income even more. And I'm not going to go into that because that's kind of on another call. But there's a call Thursday night, and that will help you to set yourself up for hitting that rank. You can hit it in the first week as a coach. I hit it in my first week. I signed my spouse. I signed first my best friend, and then I signed my husband up because I wanted to get to that rank, because I wanted to move forward. And it's really exciting because then you start another kind of like phase of your business, and then you've already started to grow your team. So that's just a matter of a decision of, I want to do this and I want to rank up, right? So I'm going to find 2 people, and your coach will help you do that if that's your goal. So I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover. Do you guys have any questions at all on anything? Ask anything.
The question I had wrote down was the video clips. I'm not familiar with video clips, because I downloaded after, and it said workout clip.
Sorry, I couldn't hear very good. So are you talking about, did you say video clips?
Yeah, it says workout clips.
Okay, so that just means, and you're talking about the tracker on here, right? On your phone? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, so that would just mean, I think, if I understand you right, that just means like sharing clips of you working out. Like, because a picture, you can share a picture and that's great. But when you actually show what you're doing and you are like showing them your moves and how you did it, and maybe you were tired or maybe you were pushing through it or whatever, that's what it means. So you can upload those to stories. We used to post them. We actually used to post them a lot to our timeline, to our Facebook page. I don't really do that a lot anymore. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's great. I just feel like I share so much on stories now that I don't need to do a post. I don't know. I share so much on stories that I don't need to do just a post of it, but you totally can. But I think that's what it means. Just show people more of the aspect of you doing your workout. Does that make sense?
Yes. And then you mentioned earlier power pockets.
Yes, power pockets. So basically, I built my business in power pockets of time because most of us don't have like an 8-hour window that we can create a business from, right? And this business doesn't take you 8 hours. Like, I do not work my business 8 hours a day, typically. But basically, like, I just worked it around a busy, crazy schedule. So it's sometimes getting up earlier. It's sometimes 15 minutes here. So I might just, in that power pocket of time, I might just add people, and that's it. Add new Facebook friends or follow new people, and maybe like interact a little on social media. Maybe that's all I do in that 15 minutes. And then when I get 15 more minutes, maybe I send a couple quick invites. And then the next power pocket, maybe I'm going to craft a post and share that. So that's what I mean by power pockets. It's just simply utilizing the time that you have and not feeling like you need, like, oh, I'm so sorry. But not feeling like you have to have a whole entire hour to work your business, and just, you can seriously build a business in those short amounts of time. And it's good to like kind of create a plan. Like, how does your week look? Like, what does your week look like? So how can you set up your day for success? Like, maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays are really busy for you, but then the other days are more open, or however it is. Think of like, okay, like sometimes I would try to create like, okay, Monday nights are team call nights always. So I knew I was going to be busy on a Monday night, a little bit. And then, different times of day, like I knew I had to be kind of working my business, but plan just accordingly to like what fits into your schedule, because you can make it work, and we can help you with that too. Does that answer everything? And does your sister have any questions? Because I'm happy to answer anything that she might be like wondering, or
She said she didn't have any questions right now.
okay.
She was kind of looking at the challenge pack, and I told her, you could start the coach at $39.99, but you could be with the challenge pack.
Yeah, because then you get everything you need. Like, you get all of your stuff to start. Because you can sign up as a coach, but with the $39.95, but then you're just like, it's so much more worth it to just get the challenge pack if that fits, if that works good for you. And then you can have all the stuff right from the get-go. And then it waives the coach fee. Because we never have to like have inventory or anything. We just need our own product, and our own workout, Beachbody on Demand or whatever. There is a $140 challenge pack too. If that's a little bit better. And it's only a quarterly membership of Beachbody On Demand, so it's actually ends up costing you more. So, but some people like that option too because it's a little cheaper from the get go.
Okay.
But yeah, we can chat about getting her signed up if she's thinking about it. We can chat more about that too.
Okay.
All right. Well, let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll be posting the calls that are coming up this week that you guys can jump on. We actually have another call tomorrow night. Normally we don't have this many, but I wanted to do a leadership call tomorrow because we haven't really done one for our team like in the last couple weeks. So we're doing that. So it's always good to be present on all the calls, just if you can. I know you can't make every call, but it's good to just be present. Okay, well, I'll let you guys go. Let me know if you have any questions or need anything, and I appreciate you guys jumping on. All right, see you later.